And welcome. I am Michael Morano, the news director here at WNYO 88.9 Oswego, New York, Laker Radio Your Way. And here with me is James Catato.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
And Jake Vanderbrook.
Hey, how we doing?
And today we were with Jordan Harman and Patrick Malowski. If you guys want to introduce yourselves as well.
Yeah, I'm Jordan Harman. I graduated class of 2015 and majored broadcasting and went from TV news, worked for News Channel 9, and now I work for ABC Creative Group out of Syracuse. It's an ad agency. I'm their director of video production.
Yeah, my name is Patrick Malowski. I was class of 2014 here at SUNY Oswego, and I'm currently the weekend producer and anchor and a reporter at WWNY TV 7 News, the CBS affiliate in Watertown, New York.
And what are you guys most excited about today's media summit?
I mean, a big thing for me is to see a lot of alumni back talking about where they are in the world of media and, you know, just where they're at in life. Just actually ran into a couple people I haven't seen since I graduated, which was really great to see. And, you know, also just to see what is going on at Oswego.
Yeah, on a personal note, I agree with that. I'm really excited to see everyone again and see what's happening at Oswego. But one thing, as soon as we get in the theater, my gears are going to switch because it's cool we're having a conversation about viral voices, right? So it's exciting because it's not often you get to have a conversation with that type of group all in one place and talking about something that's so relevant that, you know, we might be able to hash out something out on that stage and we might be able to learn something from it and take something away that is going to help our careers or help the students figure out maybe where they want to take their careers. I mean, social media is something that people have not been able to, as hard as they've tried, exactly figure out where it's all going. And that's kind of cool. We're going to try to do a little bit of that today.
Yeah, viral voices is the theme for this year. James, if you have any questions?
The question I'm going to ask is, what do you kind of expect from the panel today?
I think there's going to be a lot of mixed answers. A lot of it comes down to politics. What side are you on? In my world of advertising, sometimes we have to take a side that we don't necessarily agree with, but that's what the customer pays for, and we have to do it sometimes.
I hope one thing that comes up is, and I don't know if it will, but I hope it does, is the question of, is the line between fact and opinion getting blurred? And if it is, how do you go about making sure people on social media understand it? Because naturally, when you hear someone speak or you see their facial expression, you can tell if they're being sarcastic, you can tell if they're being honest, you can tell if they're giving an opinion based on their body language. When you read text on a screen, you can take it a million different ways. And a lot of times it's not written like 2 + 2 is 4. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as that when people write a sentence. So I think we need to find a way to define fact and opinion better in this world of social media that we're in. And I hope that somehow comes up today in the summit.
Now, the main theme for today's media summit is all about viral voices. So, Jordan, I'm going to start with you. What does viral voices mean to you?
That's a good question. I think it can come down to two things. It can be either a movement started from someone specifically in the internet world, creates some sort of movement, some sort of passion with a group of people, and you know, I think that's pretty much what it is. It really comes down to like one person or one group of people that do have beliefs or passions about a certain topic or belief, and you know, they create movement.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think it's going to be interesting because, like viral voices, the idea is there's some sort of movement or some sort of pattern or something that people agree on. And as you get more people involved in that with hashtags and things, it gets harder to ignore that it exists. But the problem is sometimes when you get people on two opposite sides, it just snowballs up. You might be able to notice it's there, but you don't really listen. And I think that's a key point, to have one side of the viral voices listening to the other side of the viral voices. But that's kind of what viral voices means to me.
And one last thing I would like to ask you guys, what is your advice to students possibly interested in becoming what you guys are in your field?
Work as hard as you possibly can. Take risks. If you think you're not qualified, think again, because you're coming from probably one of the best schools in this area for where you're going and what you're doing. And the resources that you have around you that are offered for free or through an essay fee or whatever, that is the best thing to take advantage of, because when you walk out of here, you have WNYO, Oswegonian, WTOP, or even any of the comm classes, anything like that, you already have a step above your competition. And these are people coming from Division I schools that maybe have much more bigger funding, and you know, it comes down to the name. And when a lot of employers start to see Oswego, they tend to go after Oswego grads, which is great.
Yeah, And even though it is a state school, you don't spend as much as a private school, you're still spending tens of thousands of dollars to come here. Don't waste this opportunity. And there's a lot of opportunity here, like Jordan said. You pay an essay fee on top of that tuition, and there's a lot of things like WNYO and WTOP. And even if those things aren't for you, find something that's for you that you're interested in. Because employers are looking for, I've said this in classes today, they're looking for potential and work ethic. Even if you have some sort of, whether it's a paper or say it's a podcast or this interview right now, say you have something and you don't think it's that great, show it anyways, because something's better than nothing. Like I said, you need to show potential and work ethic. Find ways to show that to employers, and they'll be excited to hire you and then help mold your career for you.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you guys coming for this interview. Thank you guys for listening. You're listening to WNYO 88.9, Oswego, New York, Laker Radio, your way.